Making of Devil's Blue. Devil's Blue is a film that I made back at Wayne State University. It was intended to be a short project. It became a pretty lengthy 17-minute short film. It was inspired by the horror neo-noir themed anime, specifically Wicked City. That's why there's a lot of blues, hence the title Devil's Blue. I had a lot of fun with that project, and I'm going to talk a little bit about how it got made and the problems that arise and what I've learned from working on that arise during the making of the film. It was very interesting. A lot of drama behind the camera. During the shooting of the beginning bear bathroom scene, everything went well except for the fact that the actor Sam Beasy, my main actor's car was stolen after, right when we were shooting. The car got stolen. We was there, at the end of shooting, everyone was happy, ready to go home, open up a beer, and his car ended up getting stolen. And what really sucked about it is, I had to try to convince that actor to continue making the film, which at the time, deadline, money has been spent, especially on those costumes. So I was kind of in a bind, but behind the camera, I had actors who canceled on me. We had actors that did not show up on the shooting days that were designated. It was a very expensive film. I did not make any money from it. And aside from that, the final product actually had numerous technical difficulties. So it's not about how much money you put into a project. It's about preparing and knowing exactly who your audience is and sticking with what exactly you want. There's a scene in the film where the main character has convinced me to wear a Switchplay TV shirt, a sort of acting troupe he was with. Bad idea. I regret it to this day because, I don't want to use my films as advertising vehicle for another company. That's ridiculous. I went too far to appease the actor. I didn't stay with what I wanted. There's also, I used anime lifted from Wicked City and inserted those in terms for scenes that I did not get. I used scenes from other movies, which is a terrible idea because now, the film isn't eligible to be in any film festivals because of that. So, yeah, I could go back and reshoot the stuff and all that, but, you gotta know when to walk away. I mean, the film's made, it's done, it's in the can. I'm ready to move on. Devil's Blue was originally composed by my brother, Cornelius Fortune, multi-talented, currently editor of Michigan Chronicle. He did compose all the music myself. I told him specifically I was looking for sort of a red feel with like water dropping. So that's why it's like dun 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 dun. So it worked, saying. We experimented with a couple other different themes, but it just was that magical moment where it nailed it, and it has that very strange moment where the music and the editing came together, especially in a climax in part 4, where the music and that sort of comes together and I bring back that theme, because I wanted to have a theme for the character. Something simple, something that, was original, but yeah, shoot, Cornelius Fortune, man, he's the man. You need music, holla at him, man, save my ass. I worked on that film and Invaders from the Fifth Dimension. Great guy. Sequel to Devil's Blue, I've been asked that before, like, what happens next? Well, what happens next, I only got as far as a step outline, but in the treatment outline, the main character, Sam Beasy, goes missing, or Harris Krieger goes missing, and what happens next is that this detective is sent to investigate his disappearance. His mom wants to know what happened to his son, right? So during that initial, search, he stumbles upon a very strange world, which, you know, is very, you know, I really up the ante in terms of the creatures and that sort of thing. Very cool, you know, very colorful, and the same theme. You know, I'll only make it if, you know, I get the same actors and get my brother to do the original score. Otherwise, that won't happen. But I was looking at making it a little bigger. You know, a lot more locations. You know, coming up out of the basement. You know what I mean? Just make it just a bigger, better film. But who knows? That may or may not happen.